Dozens of recently laid off workers met with potential employers this morning to talk about finding a new job.
A new fire station is planned to protect a community and a campus, and plans have been announced to build the state's top hotel in East Alabama.
A nice stretch of beautiful weather across East Alabama for late August. We'll have the complete forecast details for all of East Alabama coming up.
A big preseason watch list came out yesterday for volleyball, and there's some changes going on about the Beanie Bowl. All that coming up in sports. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Walrus Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stepp.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
1 week after losing their jobs at Lee Brass in Golden Springs, former employees of that shuttered plant gathered in Oxford to talk with local companies that have job vacancies to fill. The emergency job fair invited all 128 workers to help them find new careers. They were given the chance to connect with a variety of local employers who are seeking to fill positions that align with their specific skills and expertise. The event was organized by the Calhoun County Economic Development Council, East Alabama Works, and the Anniston Career Center. EDC Director Don Hopper said that he's optimistic that the former Lee Brass workers will be able to rejoin the local workforce.
I think if you look in this room, I mean, if our companies, all of them need some people, and so that's what we've got. The good thing is we've got a really good skill level that Lee Brass has. We've got a lot of people that are looking, they've been there for a while, so they know what it is to work, and so that's why we have so many companies here looking for those folks.
Hopper said that the quality of the workers who lost their jobs through no fault of their own makes them prime candidates for companies who are looking for quality employees.
The good thing with the Lee Brass folks that it does give us an opportunity because they have the skill set that a lot of our companies need. For one thing, they'll show up, they'll work hard, and they'll put in a good day's work for a good day's pay, and that's what I think most of our companies are looking for. They'll train them if they need to, so they'll be able to get those people.
Carl Brady, Workforce Program Director for East Alabama Works, says he was pleased with the turnout of local companies that met with the workers this morning.
They all have open positions, they're all hiring, and we're hoping to see a lot of the Lee Brass employees come by today. That's what this is for, is the community coming together and supporting the employees from Lee Brass who, as you said, just suddenly found themselves unemployed last week. So we are giving them an opportunity to see what else is available in the community with companies that have similar jobs, similar skills, and need similar skill sets to what they may already have.
Also meeting with the workers this morning were members of the Rapid Response Team. It's a federally funded program within the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act that helps to address the effects of job losses from company closures. In addition to employment information, the team helps with information about unemployment compensation, food assistance, legal assistance, training and education opportunities, credit counseling, and health insurance. Brady was asked how all of the resources came together so quickly.
It's all about relationships. With East Alabama Works and the Economic Development Council, we all work together closely. We already do regular hiring fairs at different times throughout the year, but we have close relationships with all of the companies that are involved, their HR departments, and it just takes a few phone calls to say, hey, we're doing this for Lee Brass. Do you have some openings and would you like to come be a part of it? And we always get a good crowd to come out and do that.
Anniston's Main Street program took home several awards at last week's Awards of Excellence ceremony held by Main Street, Alabama. The Anniston Police Department's Community Relations Unit was named a Main Street Hero for its work promoting the work of the department with the citizens of Anniston. Police Chief Nick Bowles said that his officers in that unit dedicate their time and energy to making Anniston a better place. Other awards went to the City Market for excellence in planning and public spaces and to Sinclair Social for excellence in historic rehabilitation.
When we come back, a new hotel planned for East Alabama will feature stunning views from every room.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Walrus Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Walrus metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Walrus price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Walrus buildings are guaranteed because Walrus manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Walrus Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Bids have been opened for a $25 million lodge to be built at Cheaha State Park. The new facility will replace the aging motel near the top of Alabama's highest point. State Parks Director Greg Lean says the lodge construction will use a design that blends materials found or sourced in the area and showcase how to sustainably build with locally available natural materials. The lodge will use mass timber construction, which Lean says is an interesting architectural effort. He says the lodge will be built right beside the restaurant on the edge of the mountain so that all rooms will overlook the valley. He expects the facility to be ready by the fall of 2025. Cheaha is Alabama's oldest state park and has long been a major tourist attraction for East Alabama.
Jacksonville State University and the City of Jacksonville have signed an agreement for the construction of a new city fire station on the Jack State campus. Jack State President Don Killingsworth and Jacksonville Mayor Johnny Smith signed the agreement this morning, paving the way for the station to be built on the corner of Pelham Road North and 11th Street Northwest. This new fire station will replace the current fire station number 2, and officials say it will significantly enhance the department's ability to serve the campus and the community. Jacksonville Fire Chief Keith Cadle says that it will cut down response times to the north side of the city and provide a better distribution of the department's assets. City leaders hope to have that facility ready for operation in about 18 months.
When we return, an execution date has been set for a murderer whose victim was found in East Alabama 30 years ago.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Governor Kay Ivey has announced that Carrie Dale Grayson, now 49 years old, will be put to death on either November 21st or 22nd. He will be executed by suffocation on nitrogen gas pumped through a gas mask. Grayson and 3 other men were convicted for the February 1994 slaying of Vicki Lynn DeBlue. Authorities say she was kidnapped while hitchhiking in Trussville, and her body was found 4 days later at the bottom of a cliff on Bald Rock Mountain in St. Clair County. Grayson was 19 at the time of the slaying. 2 of his accomplices were 17 and 1 was 16. The 3 ended up with life sentences, and Grayson received the death penalty. His lawyers have filed suit trying to overturn that conviction in federal court.
So Katie, John told us cooler, drier air, and so far it looks like he's right.
Yes, I don't know where you have to live in our country in order to get this weather every single day, but this is my weather.
I wonder if there is such a place.
I don't know. I wonder how much longer we'll have this weather.
Now that's a question that John Holder can answer, because he's standing by right now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us what we can expect.
Mike and Katie, it was a beautiful day indeed today all across East Alabama, and we've got more of the same weather on the way. The complete forecast is next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Temperatures below normal today across East Alabama. Our normal high is 90, topping out at 88 this afternoon. Really cool this morning. Pretty refreshing out there. Well below the average of 70, 63 for the low. The record high temperature 102 degrees back in 1983. The record low 60. We're going to be flirting with that tonight. 6:10 your sunrise time tomorrow morning, and the sun setting this evening at 7:23. Weather on your street tonight, clear skies, a nice northerly breeze out there. We're going to have a taste of fall tonight on Gurney Avenue in downtown Anniston, about 60 degrees in downtown Anniston. But folks, we're going to be out into the areas around town, some of the suburban areas, if you will, out from Anniston and Gadsden, and you're going to see temperatures dropping into the 50s tonight. Our record low temperature for Anniston at the airport is 58 degrees. That will be in danger coming up early tomorrow morning. Get ready for some nice weather. During the day tomorrow, sunny and dry, 88 again tomorrow on Watts Road down in Munford off Alabama Highway 21 between Munford and Talladega. Just a beautiful afternoon all across northern Talladega County and the rest of East Alabama as well. As we look ahead to the rest of the work week coming up, dry and seasonable. Again, temperatures mostly in the 80s, a little bit below the average for this time of year. Beautiful weather, Cedar Bend Road and Southside, heading off Alabama Highway 77 over to the Coosa River. Going to be beautiful over there on Cedar Bend Road and Southside all throughout the rest of the week. Here is your 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. We are actually going to bring back a very small chance of a pop-up shower on Thursday afternoon. That chance of rain probably less than 20%. The high at 87 degrees, no deal with that. High school football coming up on Friday. Yes, the season begins Friday night in earnest. 88 for the high. We'll drop down to about 64 on Friday night, so very pleasant for high school football. The weekend coming up is going to be fantastic with temperatures right around 90 degrees, where they should be for this time of year. Nighttime lows remaining below average, though, throughout the weekend will be in the mid-60s. It is August in Alabama. That means we're not going to stay out of the hot weather for long. By the early part of next week, we're getting back into the low and mid-90s by the early part of next week, and rain is going to be scarce for the next 7 days. And let's take a look now at those predicted overnight low temperatures for tonight. Basically north of I-20, north of I-22. That's where we could see some records falling tonight. You see upper 50s to around 60 degrees. Some of the normally cooler locations, as we said, out in some of the rural areas, could see temperatures bottoming out in the mid-50s overnight tonight. Just a sign that fall is right around the corner. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Wednesday at a glance. Back here tomorrow night for EAN Local News. We'll continue to detail the forecast for the rest of the work week for all of East Alabama. Some Jacksonville State University football scrimmage news with Jordan Smith right now next in sports. Jordan?
Thanks, John. Jacksonville State football is set to have their annual Beanie Bowl this coming Wednesday night at Burgess Snow Field at Amherst Stadium. But this year there's going to be a little different. In years past, Gamecock fans have been able to go to the field and watch the scrimmage, but that will not be the case this year due to ongoing upgrades to the stadium, such as a new sound system, seating, and video boards. In a statement released on Monday by Jacksonville State Athletic Director Greg Seitz, quote, "We know how excited our fans are to see the Gamecocks in action, but we're looking forward to having a first-class operation fully in place with our new amenities on August 29th, end quote. The Gamecocks are set to host Coastal Carolina on August 29th at 7 p.m. Yesterday, the Alabama High School Volleyball Coaches Association announced their 2024-2025 AHSVCA preseason student athlete watch list. This year's list consists of 227 student athletes from across the state. The preseason watch list sets the stage for the All-State and Player of the Year awards. East Alabama was well represented on the list, with several schools in the area having student athletes selected. Ashton Bishop and Miley Stevens of Munford, Elena Finch and Rebecca Henderson from Ohatchee, from Pleasant Valley, Lily Henry, Ella Paris, Ellie Patterson and Madison Schwabe, and finally Annabeth Cashman and Elizabeth Moore, Rylan Shaw, and Hannah Westcott from Southside. Most local teams will start their volleyball season on Thursday. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thank you for that update, Jordan, and thank you for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, on our website, and now on Rumble.
Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.